Hey everybody, this is Steve with All One Landscape. We are servicing here in the Bay Area. We do everything from artificial turf, outdoor kitchens, pergolas, raised decks, you name it, we do it. And in today's video, we're gonna go show you what we have going today. So today we're doing a house that, again, this is another project that we have been doing that we removed all the grass. The lady's biggest complaint was she had grass in the front yard. She was wasting a lot of water and she sits on the hillside, so most of her water is running off and it's wasted. So what I told her is, you know, what are things that you like that you want to see back in the front yard and that would make you happy? And she said her biggest concern was she loves grass, but she don't like paying all the water because she feels that it's wasted and she wants some nice planting. So I asked her, why don't you use some artificial turf? A concern of hers was that she had turf put in her backyard by a previous contractor. It looked fake, it had seams in it, and there was marks of where the nails were left. And I said, no, let me show you what we can do. And here are some samples of turf that we use, because the turf she used in the back was just really thin. One thing for everybody to know is that turf nowadays has been brought from a standard of just, you know, the turf that you go see at Plain Miniature Golf to grass nowadays that looks almost real. It's a lot thicker, it hides the nails better, and it's easier to get rid of that seam.
And where you at with this job? Where are you at in the progress?
So on this project today, we will be completed. We started this project 2 weeks ago. We removed all the grass, we removed all the irrigation, and we removed all the planting. Today we are on our final stages where we're installing the rock on the outside. We have done low voltage lighting here, added a few boulders for some accent points, and did some turf.
Does the rain affect your job, your construction? Like right now it's kind of sprinkling. Does it affect it at all?
The rain does affect it depending on what point of the job you're on. If I was going today, it was gonna start raining and we were doing a rip out, we'd have to be moving pretty quick, because guess what, when we're done with that rip out, the rain's hitting flat dirt, it's gonna turn into mud. If I was in this project where it was already ripped out, we had base rock down ready for turf, we could move through today, getting through with a little bit of rain, because we can compact base rock, we can add, you know, the sand, we can set the borders, we can do things like that. So every project changes with rain, because we can still do work in the rain, but it depends on where we are on the project. All right guys, let's go check the job out.
Hey, quick question. First time customer or repeat customer?
So, great question. This customer came from her, we did a big project for her son. Her son and her daughter-in-law had a huge project that we did, and she's seen so it started with the fence job. So we came over here to do she gets a lot of deer out here. She's out in the hills, and she was looking for some type of deer fencing. We did a dog run for her son's dogs. He has some big huskies, and we used this mesh that was a black coated steel mesh that's it's presentable. It goes with that modern look, and she liked it. So we gave her a bid to do a backyard, and we were walking in the front yard. She's like, hey, do you have any ideas what I could do with this front yard? And she just shared her concerns.
Got it. So would you say word of mouth is your biggest marketing strategy, or do you also do Yelp, Google?
I market on Yelp. I do market a little bit on Google, Houzz, but I would say my best marketing is word of mouth. And it's also something that when you're going onto a project that got recommended, or it's because they seen it because they were at a friend's house and they seen work you did, I think it's probably the easiest type of client to deal with, because they already know what the outcome is. All right guys, so let's check out what we got going down here. So this project is, again, this was all grass. We removed all the grass, we removed all the planting, and we removed all the irrigation for the grass areas. We did reinstall irrigation for all the planting. So this is on a drip irrigation, and we installed artificial turf.
That does look like real grass. Looks nice.
So if you take a look at the turf, we use a aluminum border, and it's just to hold the base rock in.
Look, I see it.
So I talked about in some of my other videos about artificial turf on keeping the seams out of it. If you take a look at this, this is 2 pieces. So artificial turf comes in 13 feet and 15 feet. This grass was laid this way. So there's a seam right in the middle of it. Depending on the way you face your turf, you're either gonna see a seam or you won't. This one you don't see it because the seam is running north to south.
What's the last finishing touches you're doing today?
We did a weed barrier, and we're using a Lynn Creek rock for a finish. The homeowner had mentioned she didn't want to use a turf because she's constantly having to replenish it. With this project, we installed a Lynn Creek. It's like a rock that you find in the middle of, you find them in riverbeds and dry creeks and stuff like that. So that will be the finished product here.
God, Steven, I don't know if you noticed, man, it's kind of howling over here.
Yes, it is.
Hey, it was coming down pretty hard, man.
Yes, it was.
Have you ever had to stop a job midway because of something?
Yes, so we always go back to safeties first. Something to just kind of add to a thing about me with doing this type of work is my guys are very well informed by me that it's always about safety. If you're out here and it's raining and it's unsafe, let's close it up. Let's clean up the project and let's move out. What's going to happen is you're putting not only yourself at a safety risk by being on the job and slipping and falling, the homeowner, you're on their property, and then you got to drive back. We got big trucks. Sometimes we're pulling trailers. We got heavy weight in them, and sometimes people are in a rush. They get in front of you. It's just bound for an accident, right? Not only that, when you're doing a project and it starts raining, if you do 2 hours of work in the rain that has dirt that turned into mud, you're gonna spend 4 hours cleaning up. So how much production are you getting? Not too much.
Mm-hmm. And how do you communicate to customers who want you to meet that deadline? Has that happened where they're like, hey, we need it done on Tuesday? Something came up. Maybe employees didn't come through. Maybe the weather didn't let you. You ever been put in that situation?
Yes. So in the wintertime, when I send them out the contract from the beginning, I let them know, hey, this project will take me 2, 3, 4 weeks, weather permitted. Since COVID's hit, with the other issue's been is getting material sometimes. It was really bad back in 2020. No, 2021. 2020 when COVID actually hit and we got shut down for a couple months. It wasn't too bad. It was the after math is like 2021 going into 22 was really bad. I was really busy, but I couldn't get material fast enough.
Dang.
Yeah.
And what'd you tell the homeowners?
You know what was kind of good is that a lot of homeowners understood. They knew what we were going through. And for me, what I would do is, because it was one of my busiest times since I've been in business, I explained, and what I would do is people that started signing contracts, I'd take a deposit. After I took the deposit, I would tell them, hey, you know what? I think we should order this, and that. Let's get it picked out now. We'll order it so that you're going to wait. I was 10, 15, 16 weeks out. I would order it up front so that when we got close to the project, this stuff was ready for us. Hey guys, what did you guys think about that turf? Would you guys install it at your house? Did it look real? Did it look fake? What were your thoughts on it? Drop them on the comments below. And if you need anything at all, turf, patio, decks, outdoor kitchens, fences, gates, and we service all the Bay Area, all the way out to the peninsula, Redwood City, Benicia, San Mateo, all the way towards Hollister, Santa Cruz. So let us know, and the link is below. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.